I think we are ready. Let's fight Lance. Ah, I heard about you, Dan. I lead the Elite Four. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. You know what dragons are? Mythical Pokemon. They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. Well, are you ready to lose? Your Elite Challenge ends with me, Dan. And yeah, alright, so Lance specializes in Dragon-type Pokemon, but there's only one line of Dragon-type Pokemon in the entire game, just like Agatha's Ghost-type Pokemon, which is going to be the Dratini line. So, he has a couple of Dragonairs, a Dragonite, he also has a Gyarados and an Aerodactyl. So yeah, against the Gyarados, it's just 4 times weak to Electric. We're just going to be starting with Charge Bolt. The thing just straight up outspeeds the Gyarados, and we're just going to one-shot it with Thunderbolt. Gyarados has Hydro Pump, Dragon Rage, Leer, and Hyper Beam. Yeah, we actually need to be quite careful and a bit scared of the Hyper Beam. Is just a very strong move. But there he goes, the Gyarados. That's another clean one-shot. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about a niche and a little bit of something that you can do against Lance specifically. And that is kind of abuse how the AI works in Gen 1. So, first things first, we're going to be facing this Dragonair. Dragonair has Agility, Slam, Dragon Rage, and Hyper Beam. So yeah, Lance here has Agility, which is a move that boosts your speed, right? And the AI, they usually like to be faster than you. And if they have a way to be faster than you, they usually go for it. So because Charge Bolt is just a faster Pokemon than Dragonair, I'm pretty, what's the word? I think with confidence, I guess. I don't know what word I wanted to say, but I forgot that this is just going to go into Agility. So we're going to use this opportunity to switch into Squishy. And going into Squishy kind of just breaks Lance, and you'll see why. So it goes for Agility like predicted because, like I mentioned, the AI likes to be faster than your Pokemon. Now, even though Dragonair is faster than my Tentacool right now, it'll actually still spam Agility. And the reason for that is that when in Gen 1, when the enemy AI sees that he has a super effective move against your Pokemon, he will always go for it, even if the move does no damage. So because this Dragonair has Agility, which is a Psychic-type move, he will spam Agility forever because he sees that Agility is super effective against Tentacool because Tentacool is half poison. This is something you can abuse against Lance specifically if you have a decent poison type that you can take care of if his dragon types. I think Squishy is the perfect Pokemon. This Pokemon is incredibly powerful. It has pretty good bulk, really high special, really decent speed. It's just a really good Pokemon overall. And I'm just going to go for an Ice Beam. And as you can see, he's just spamming Agility because he can't do anything else. And that's how you kind of just break Lance. And you can use this little exploit to have a very safe Lance fight with just a Tentacruel. It's that simple. You just bring Tentacruel with Ice Beam so you can one-shot his Dragon-type Pokemon, and that's it. He's just gonna spam Agility. This is his second Dragonair. It has the exact same move pool, so Agility, Slam, Dragon Rage, and Hyper Beam. And yeah, we're just gonna go for another Ice Beam. Even if he missed or something because of the 1 in 256 misclick, he would just spam Agility. There's literally nothing Lance could do. Next up, he's going to go into the Aerodactyl, so this thing can hit us, but it's no problem. Aerodactyl has a pretty bad move pool in general, and you can clearly see that by its level of move pool that this Aerodactyl has. It has Supersonic, Bite, Takedown, and Hyper Beam, which are only normal type moves. So we're going to use this opportunity to go into Escargot. This has 125 base defense and it's half rock type, which means we will resist any move that Aerodactyl does. And yeah, Escargot just completely walls this Aerodactyl. So we're just going to go for Surf here. It's going to go for Hyper Beam, which this is 150 base normal type move. Let's see how much damage it does. That is a crit too, and that did like 60 damage or something. It's crazy how low damage that actually did. So we're just going to go for a Surf here. And we're going to take down this Aerodactyl, probably with 2 Surfs, I would say. 1 is enough. I mean, Aerodactyl is pretty squishy. So there we go. Escargot with its 115 base special actually one-shots the Aerodactyl. Pretty darn cool. So there we go. And lastly, Lance's ace Pokemon, the Dragonite. This thing has Agility, Slam, Barrier, and Hyper Beam. So he has 2 Psychic-type moves that deal no damage with Agility and Barrier. So as you might expect, we're just going to go back into Squishy, and he's going to be spamming Barrier and Agility until we win the fight. He's going to go for Agility, actually, and yeah, that's it. He's locked onto Agility or Barrier for the rest of the turn, or the rest of the game, and we're just going to go for another Ice Beam, and one-shot Lance's Dragonite. And with that, the last Elite Four member is defeated, Lance.